Diesel fuel systems use a plunger and barrel to pump high-pressure fuel into the combustion chamber. Most fuel systems use mechanical means to power the plunger, such as cam lobes or rocker arms. But the Heui system uses engine oil, pressurized to 3,500 psi to power the plunger, making the Heui much different to troubleshoot than mechanically actuated fuel systems. The term Heui stands for Hydraulically Actuated, Electronically Controlled Unit Injector. Actuation refers to the type of force used to power the plunger and pump the fuel out of the injector. Mechanically actuated fuel systems use a mechanical camshaft lobe to provide the force to pump the fuel. The Heui injector uses engine lube oil pressurized in a range from 870 psi to 3,500 psi to pump fuel from the injector. The Heui injector works like a hydraulic cylinder, multiplying the force of the high-pressure oil to produce very high fuel injection pressure. This multiplication is achieved by applying the force of the high-pressure oil to a piston that's about 6 times larger than the plunger. The piston pushes on the plunger, pressurizing the fuel under the plunger. The pressure of the lube oil is called actuation oil pressure because it determines the pressure at which fuel will be released from the injector. Fuel injection pressure is about 6 times greater than actuation oil pressure. A low actuation pressure generates a low fuel injection pressure. Low injection pressures are good for low-speed conditions, such as idle and startup. For example, at idle, 900 psi of actuation pressure produces about 5,400 psi of fuel injection pressure. A high actuation oil pressure will result in high fuel injection pressure, giving better throttle response and reducing exhaust emissions. For example, under load or acceleration, 3,500 psi of actuation pressure produces 23,500 psi of fuel injection pressure. In many operating conditions, the desired injection pressure is between the minimum and maximum. The Heui system provides infinite control of injection pressure in this range, regardless of engine speed. This flexibility creates many performance advantages, such as improved responsiveness, greater economy, and reduced emissions. The hydraulic pump is located at the oil flows into the inlet port of the hydraulic pump and fills the pump reservoir. The Heui injector has 5 major parts. They are the solenoid, the poppet valve, the intensifier piston and plunger, the barrel, and the nozzle assembly. The top 1/3 of the injector contains the solenoid, armature, and poppet. The solenoid is an electromagnet that creates a very strong magnetic field when energized. This magnetic field attracts the armature, which is connected to the poppet valve by an armature screw. As the armature moves toward the